What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple new things coming to Pokemon Go. Obviously, we're turning over into a new week of GBL. However, that week of GBL is not all that interesting, to be completely honest. We are right back into the Spring Cup along with Master League, which is really inaccessible to the average player. So unfortunately, we're just going to be looking at more Spring Cup this week. That being said, after the next Great League, Ultra League, and Master League rotation, we do have a Great League Remix, which we will definitely be taking a look at. That is alongside the regular Great League, so we can kind of bounce back and forth. But yeah, the Great League Remix list has been made available to us now, so that is really cool. Here are the banned Pokemon that we're going to be looking at. We've got Blastoise, Wigglytuff, Marowak, Galarian Weezing, Lapras, Feraligatr, Azumarill, Jumpluff, Sableye, Credilli, Gastrodon, Drapion, Serperior, Mandibuzz, Talonflame, Malamar, Gliscod, Morpeko, Annihilape, and Clodsire. This is a pretty solid list. I mean, this is basically the meta, so they did a really great job there. We will look at this a little bit more closely as the league itself gets closer, but we will also take a very brief look at it today. That being said, this week, starting tomorrow, or I guess today when this video goes live, we've got the release of a brand new Pokemon in Tinkatink, Tinkatuff, and Tinkaton, the Tink line basically. And unfortunately for us, the following Pokemon is getting its debut. However, it's going to be egg locked. Which does mean that we can't get PvP IVs the way we're used to. However, there is a caveat, so we are going to look at what that is. And then it will go into 10-kilometer eggs, but originally it will be from 7s. Other than that, we've got, it's like a half Team Go Rocket event, so if you need a certain shadow Pokemon that you're hunting, then this will be a great time because they'll be spawning more frequently. And then we'll probably get like the hat pictures or whatever with Florigato or whatever, yeah, for your surprise encounter. However, there are some nice wild encounters. We've got a list here. We've got Quagsire, Shuckle, Slugma, Nosepass, Snorunt, Sprigatito, Florigato, Fuecoco, Quaxleap, and Pawmi, and then some Pikachus. The cool thing about this is there are some GBL valuable Pokemon. So Quagsire is definitely GBL relevant still. Shuckle is GBL relevant if you like to play Little Cups. It is a beast when it's not banned. Slugma, its evolution Magcargo got a buff this season with Rock Tomb, so that is super nice. It can now store back-to-back moves, which it wasn't previously able to do. Snorunt's okay in some limited cups. Fuecoco evolves into Skeleturge, which is pretty nice, and then the others are kind of not great. It looks like Pikachu wearing Cap's hat encountered during the event will also know the charge attack Volt Tackle. So it looks like it's probably going to be maybe a wild charge-ish kind of deal. So and then we've got some raids. Here are your raids. Nothing too exciting there. Metagross in 3 stars is kind of cool, but and yeah, that is pretty much it. So let's take a look at the tank line. So first of all, here's a bit of graphic just kind of showing everything that's going on. That's not English, so ignore that, but yeah. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at Tinkaton first. Tinkaton obviously has a great stat product. This is the final evolution of the line. Its moveset is Fairy Wind as a fast move, and either Bulldoze, Flash Cannon, Heavy Slam, or Play Rough. So we're running Heavy Slam and Play Rough moveset here. And against the Great League, this is about as balanced as it gets. Exactly 500 average. 25 and 21, so slightly above average win percentage there, but overall super strong Pokemon. Obviously losing to like your grounds, your steals, your fires. I'm surprised you lose to Annihilate. That's pretty sad. It is a Shadow Annihilate, I guess, but counters are still neutral, so I guess that makes sense with the Rage Fists. maybe just a pacing advantage there. But yeah, pretty much grounds, fires, steals, kind of all that you have to cover for. That said, this is with 114 IVs for the rank 1. Are you going to be able to get this? Not without trading with like a low level account, so not really. However, here's the caveat that I was kind of talking about. In the Ultra League, oh, if it'll let me. In the Ultra League, the rank 1 IVs are 13, 15, 15. This is egg IVs right here. You can get this in eggs, and even like the default, the 12, 14, 14, rank 8, like that's egg IV, so that's like perfect. And then this is the first time we're ever seeing a fairy steel in the Ultra League. This is gonna be a level 49.5. It's gonna be a super XL Pokemon, but this thing is going to be insane. Obviously it has a bunch of really hard losses to like your fires, and your grounds and your steals, so same kind of deal, but positive win record, positive battle rating. This thing is going to be a menace, and I'm honestly really excited to see how this shakes up the meta. I'm glad that we have this, and I think it's a really cool typing. The caveat for the Great League is that Tinkaton, it's pre-evolution, when you get the Hundo and you best buddy boost it to level 51, it actually also reaches the perfect like CP cap for the Great League. You have Fairy Wind, Play Rough, and then you're running Flash Cannon as your other move, so don't have Heavy Slam, but that's okay. Honestly, it performs just about the same, just slightly worse, so not a whole lot worse. But once again, this is potentially egg IVs, so you're gonna need loads of XLs for this Pokemon. That's no surprise. Both of them have a great stat product. Both of them might require just egg IVs, but it's not completely locked, which is good for the average player that maybe doesn't have someone to trade with locally. And yeah, so honestly, I think this is okay. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how successful people are with trading and getting good IVs. But yeah, without further ado, I already took a look at this. So what we're going to look at now is the updated rankings, which aren't live on PvPoke yet. This is just like a custom ranking list. And here we have the fighters rising to the top, and then subsequently the ghosts as well to counter the fighters. But yeah, we've got Primate, Pangoro, Machoke. I think Pangoro looks super strong because it'll be good into the ghosts as well. Corsola, Dust Noir. However, it is weaker to the other fighters, so a bit of a trade-off there. You've got Grumpig, a Psywave user, Clefable down at 10. We also have Dusclops, the Shadow Dusclops at rank 11. Diggersby, yeah, no surprise there. Marowak and Ursaring, Gallade, those are all pretty interesting. I'm kind of surprised to see these three here, but that's honestly pretty cool. Togedemaru filling in the spot for Morpeko. Furret, just a good Pokemon there. Emolga, another good electric. Roserade at 25. The newly buffed Thievul at 26. So that's really cool. Medicham with Psycho Cut at 31. Golurk. Yeah, so where did I not see Claydol, or is Claydol lower than Golurk? Let's take a look. Because we've got Quagsire, we've got Swalot, which I'm surprised isn't higher. Oh, there's Claydol, there's your Leavanny. So yeah, Hackmo. So we've got some really cool Pokemon rising to the top here. But yeah, that's about it from me from this video. I'll have more videos coming to you guys this week for the Spring Cup. If you guys want to submit battles, definitely do, because I'm honestly tired of battling in the Spring Cup. Not really sure what I'm going to do for more videos, especially because right now I've got a team that I'm actually climbing with. It's the team that I just most recently showcased, but it's a team I want to keep climbing with if I can. So yeah, that's going to be it for me for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, peace.